we're reading verses 1 through 6, breaking it down a little bit more, little by little, slowly, okay? Tell me when y'all got it, Fonda and Rick. All right. So let's start back at 1.
And there came one of the 7 angels, which had the 7 vials, and talked with me, saying unto me, Come hither, I will show unto thee the judgment of the great whore that sitteth upon many waters.
Now remember, 7 trumpets, 7 vials, 7 angels, 7 bowls. It goes on, right? And all of these have some significance about the judgment of God. And they all have a timing of events that occur as time transitions from one situation to another situation, from one era of time to another era of time, all right? But all in all, it's showing us a history of what God is going to do with the world, especially as we're seeing it, okay? Because the book of Revelations is the book that tells us of past. Don't forget that. It just don't deal with the future. It also deals with the past. Past. Don't forget that. Even though it's an end time book, it brings us back to the past to let us know from history we learned what? Nothing. And it also lets us know that history is going to repeat itself. Aren't we seeing that? Even in our time. Right? All right, so make sure you have that underlined. First of all, the 7 vials. Also underline the judgment of the great whore that sitteth on many waters. Waters represent people. Never forget that either. Waters represent people. So right here show you that this woman is controlling what? Is in controlling what? The people, which is what? The world. Which means that this one world system, the beast system, that's its goal. Never forget, those names are interchangeable. Whore, beast, woman, this woman in particular, okay? That's why it says this woman, because there's another woman in Revelations, remember? Y'all don't remember that, do you? We'll talk about that, okay? But this one we know is not of God. Absolutely, right? And we'll talk about that because this woman is controlled by the beast, which is the beast is the beast is all right. And put it in that order to help you. Huh? Because right now, we're working on 2 levels of it. What? The system and the spirit of it, right? Yes. Do you see it operating in society today? Yes. Huh? Yes. It's big time, ain't it? Yes. It's so big, we can't see it all. Some of it's coming out in the news, but a lot of it, the world is just saying, oh, that's fake news. And our president, fake news. You keep telling me it's fake news, what I'm going to think? It's fake news, right? Yeah. But then everything goes on as business as usual, and you still thinking it's what? Fake news. Hello? Yeah. And it's even presented in our face, and we still say, oh, that's Why? Because our president said it was fake news. The government said it was fake news. The news starting to say it's fake news. And everybody's saying it's fake news, right? Not everything is fake news. But it's still the power of deception being used. And Jesus told us, take heed that no man deceive you. So how do I keep from being deceived? Obey the word. How do I keep obeying the word? How can I keep obeying the word? Humble myself under the mighty hands of God, which is his word, which is our instruction book, to keep us from falling. That's the only way. It's only one way. Jesus said there was only one way, didn't he? I'm the way. He didn't say there was another way, right? Any other way is deception. Take heed that no man deceive you. When they say it's another Jesus, he told them, take heed, don't be deceived, right? Isn't that what he talked about in Matthew 24 chapter? Y'all remember that? Everybody remember that? I'm redundantly repeating all this because I want you to get it in you, put the pieces together, because right now we living in a spirit of deception in the world, and it's hitting the church first. Why the church? Because it's got the world. Hello? Now if we can get those that are in the church, then the job is done, right? And that's why he said, if it were possible, he would even deceive what? The very elect. But evidently, Jesus made sure it wasn't possible, because God always leaves himself with a remnant, a witness. Will you be one of them? It's up to you. Yeah, it's up to you. But the life you live and I live is going to speak for us. Their works will follow them. Will your works follow you of righteousness with God, or will it be a question mark there? And if it's a question mark, then hell will be our portion. Hello? This is no plaything of planned church. This is no time to let up. This is a time to get real with yourself, with God, and with everybody else. Because at the end, God knows those that are his. But we need to know that, don't we? All right, so back in Revelation 17 chapter, verse 1 we read, right? Now, this woman, this great whore, this one world religion, government, financial, political system, look what it says is going on with her in verse 2.
But whom the kings of the earth have committed fornication. Now
listen, all of them in cahoots with this system, right? They feed from this system, correct? Everything. Look, take for instance, how many of you heard of the G20 summits? Their agenda is a one world government agenda. It's not for you and I to have the best. Their goal is to put up this system that we're absolutely reading about now. And it's under the guise or disguise of deception. It is ruling in our schools. It's ruling in our church or religious system, quote unquote. It's religion. It's living in our financial system, our infrastructure of medicine. It's all over the place. And it's all to put us in a system to control what they want to do with you and me. You may not believe it, but it is. And it's working so rampantly that it will come to a point that if we don't follow the rules, we die. We don't have connection with the regular world. Or you take the mark of the beast. What will that be? Well, we don't know quite what it will be, but we do know what it entail, right? because we're reading about it right now. And it's going to subjugate us to even the point of giving our heads, giving our necks, giving our lives. Are we ready for that? Not at the point we're in now. But we better get ready, because it's coming so quickly. You remember in the book of Revelations, even at the end, he said, I come quickly. God is doing a quick work on earth. Huh? Because the Bible tells us if he did not shorten the days, none of us would be saved. Do you get it? It's time to stop slacking up. Every last one of us. If your soul is not, if it ain't important for your soul to be saved, mean you are already in trouble as it is. Hello. We can't make it in this world ourselves. Never could, never will. Huh? It's too big for us. But not too big for God. Hello. All right. Go ahead. First of all, before you go ahead, it says, with whom the kings of the earth have committed fornication. These are our leaders. What are our leaders doing to us today in America? Are they making it good for your life? Your Social Security, where is it at? Gonna be. If you have to get unemployment, where is it at? Huh? Medication. It's running out real quick. Right now, it's hard, but it's going to be worse, right? Huh? Now, all of the things that we need to survive in life, the government is taking it by force and making it so hard, especially under our current system of government, that it almost pretty much is, if we wanted to say we're living in a communist, socialistic government right now, without realizing. Our president got his hands in with the Russians, and he's so stupid, he think he's doing the right thing. But why is that? Because he's under the spirit of deception. Yeah. And therefore, he's part of the system that will deceive the whole world. And if we don't be careful, we'll be caught in it without knowing we in it. Completely.
That spirit of deception is a really dark stronghold.
Yes, ma'am.
It's a stronghold.
Yes, ma'am.
You can't come out from under that yourself.
No, ma'am.
No, because you think in here that you're okay.
Yeah.
Everybody seeing it us. We feel that we're okay.
Yeah.
We feel we can skip and hop and jump.
Yeah.
You know, either way, that deceiving spirit,
Yeah.
and that spirit of deception is a stronghold.
Absolutely.
And this is why, let's go with the municipal system.
Mm-hmm.
When they come out of correction status or incarceration, you're taught with the AA program and all that's up under the umbrella.
Yeah.
Drug addict, whatever it may be. You're taught to separate yourself. Okay? Or there's so many steps or whatever they have that you go by to keep you clean and focused and whatever. Okay, we have steps.
Right.
But that stronghold will not let us follow the steps that's in here.
True.
Fear-filled and unsaved. It won't let us do it according to the scriptures.
Yeah.
So each time we get around someone that's not this way, or when you come from the judicial system, you keep going around that, you're going to become back where you were. Who you around is who you become. If I stay around Christianity and someone's fasting and praying and staying true to the Word of God, I'm going to be kindred like, unless that stronghold is so dark.
Absolutely.
You cannot change.
Absolutely.
And if you can't change, or if you're not changing, it's because of rebellion and holding a stiff neck.
Absolutely.
And that deceiving spirit that they taught us, both sisters taught us, it will deceive us to our dying days. I have a tree fall, that's not late.
Yeah.
If God stops our breath, it's over.
Yeah.
Ain't no going back trying to fix nothing. But that spirit make us feel that we're okay.
Yeah.
And they always say we're not picking on
Mm-hmm.
But it's for me and every last one of us.
Mm-hmm.
That's dark spirit of deception.
Okay.
It deceives us to our dying